Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It's 3:34 p.m. on March 29th, 2024 in East Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 11 degrees outside on a sunny afternoon in the city. In this video, I walked for 1.7 kilometers, starting in Grandview Woodland by the Transit bus stop at Commercial and Venables, then strolled west on Venables and Pryor Street, then north through the Strathcona Linear Park, and then west on Union, ending my trek in Strathcona by the Transit bus stop at Gore and Union. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Forestwood. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here, just walking along Venables Street here in the east side of Vancouver, otherwise known as East Vancouver. And we have a commercial drive in front of us, a small little stretch. We're here by Uprising Breads, popular little bakery in the neighborhood. And here is the East Van Brewing Company. You can see plenty of people out today at the brewery and enjoying themselves, which is great. Today is a statutory holiday here in Vancouver and across the province. Technically for the Christian holiday of Good Friday, but of course everyone gets it off, unless you happen to be working in one of those areas that serves the tourism field. And in that case, you might be working today. We could probably get it in pay and a half, double pay, something like that. And if you're not, well, I'm feeling for you. You work hard, you should get that at a bare minimum. Over here, we'll continue along Venables Street. And we're going through a largely industrial area that has started to transition into more of a arts area, to be true about it, including the movie industry. So you got businesses like Artworks over here, which is a local gallery. And then that'll be right next to excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, wow, sometimes when you talk a lot, your throat dries out. It's right next to some industrial space. Like up ahead of us here is a Green Line hose and fittings, dealing with all different types of hoses and all different types of fittings for those hoses. And that's right next to the Broadway welding shop, which is probably closed today. Yeah. So a lot of different stores and shops in the area. Green Line's probably closed today too. And the weather is awesome out here today. Currently it's 12 degrees, it's sunny, and of course in East Vancouver, I have a heck of a lot of concrete, so we have a heck of a lot of heat in this area, so it feels warmer than that, which is great. This is the intersection of McLean Drive and Commercial, and Venables. Just waiting for the light to change. There we are, you can go. Over here, there's a lot of, besides that, there's also a mix of industrial arts in the area too, where they're mixing both industry and science, as well as artistic ability. So, very interesting area that's starting to change. Over here is the Uprising Breads Bakery. This is the Central Bakery. We passed the store before. So a lot of bread making happening right here. They of course make buns and bread. for restaurants. And then besides those businesses, there's just, other types of businesses as well we're passing. A few other stores. This is called the Wood Wyant, the janitor's cart. Okay. He's a janitor. Interesting. Here's an equipment supply yard. And we'll keep walking here. This will be Clark Drive. Across the street is the First and Food Service Equipment and Russell Hendricks. Here's the intersection of Clark Drive and Venables Street. And I just want to wait for Clark Drive. So change, and it'll change momentarily. It is a major street, so you do have to wait longer when you're here. There we go. Now we can go. Somebody wanted to show off and be caught on camera. And their Mercedes. That's cute. I hope you enjoyed yourself. That might actually make a good short too. Thanks. Let's keep going here. From this bus stop here, you can catch the 22 downtown bus, and I'll take you exactly where you want to go if you're heading in that direction. Let's keep walking here. Backside of Russell Hendricks. There's also Quest Metalworks here. So again, back to that industrial feel. This is one of the few places that has a lot of industrial areas, but not a lot of industrial areas that are open for sale or for rent, because they're pretty much all full. Not all, but almost all. As a result, it makes it harder for new businesses that require industrial space to come in. It's just an interesting problem that the city needs to deal with, too. As well as the entire Metro Vancouver area. Now we'll cross the street. And we'll continue here on Venables. And this area will start to transition very soon from an industrial area to a mix of industrial and residential, with a lot of the industrial space slated to be torn down and replaced with towers and different types of housing. Mainly towers though. Here's Lapalo. I don't know how much you can see in there, but it's the local brewing company. Try to get you an inside view at least. Across the street, I believe this is a food distributor. But you have to double check that, and that would be the office space. Over here, this is a very, very popular gelato shop that's been around for a very long time, since 1982. It is a mainstay over here on the east side of Vancouver. And it's a La Casa Gelato. Which is the house of gelato. Cool, eh? And I believe Venables turns into Prior Street here. Over at Raymore Ave, yep. So we have Raymore Ave over here, and technically I think we're almost off Venables, and it'll turn into Prior right up here. So across the street, and we're crossing Raymore Ave. Raymore Ave gets disrupted in a few places with some factory buildings. It's not a through street, but I mean, each section of it, if it was truly connected, would connect up. And unfortunately, that's the case. Love the artwork on that fire truck. That's a nice West Coast art there if you freeze it and take a close look. Of course, that's freezing the video to take a close look. Let's keep walking here. It's an absolutely gorgeous day, have to admit. Absolutely gorgeous day. Across the street we have the Strathcona Park. It's a rather large park with baseball diamonds and soccer fields and green space, as well as a little area that people can use for skating or whatever. For skateboarding and BMX biking and scooter stunts, all that type of thing. We are crossing the street now and continuing on Prior. We're crossing Campbell Ave. This is where we're starting to turn into that residential stretch. And if you notice on the street signs as they're walking through, you'll see Chinese characters written above it, because we're in the neighborhood of Strathcona right now. But it has a heavy influence of Chinatown, and a lot of Chinese also choose to own property here and run businesses over in Chinatown. And we'll keep walking here. Across the street there, that's where the Strathcona Community Garden is. And we'll continue on Pryor. Over here's the linear park. This would be called the Strathcona Linear Park. Oh wow, look at these cherry trees out here. This is the awesome part about Vancouver. You just have cherry trees all over the place. Cherry trees and magnolia trees. In the springtime here, you just get these awesome cherry trees. Look at this. Isn't that not cool? And 2 clicks and we're back down. And we'll continue this way. That's cool. And we're currently now on Union Street. And over here you can see some of the houses in the neighborhood. Almost like row houses, but they're all single family dwelling homes built onto the hill. And we'll keep walking on Union Street here. This here is actually a mix of single family dwelling homes, skinny single family dwelling homes. They get much, much larger. And cooperative housing. You just pass them back there. That's where the stand was with the items at the leave it or take it table. Where things are still useful. And if you see something that's going to serve your needs, you're free to take it. And if you don't see anything, then you can leave it. Looks like there's a few houses for sale over here. And there's the Fung's numbers. It looks like Hansel's handling one of them and Dominique's holding the other one. Very interesting.
I don't care about this stuff, so I'm not talking to you about it or whatever, but it's really good.
The guy on the bike's fully engrossed in this conversation, speaking loudly, which is fine, no worries. People walking here along Union Street. today is a statutory holiday. So areas like Benny's Market and Italian Foods here, it's not open today. They're taking their day off, it being a stat holiday. Excuse me. Thank you. What can you do when they're taking up the whole sidewalk? They're polite enough to move, and that's awesome. It's Vancouverites, he saw me coming. He moved out of the way. No one else needed to move. There was enough room. Very sweet. And we'll keep walking here on Union Street. Over here is Jackson Avenue. And then there's a shop over here that's closed right now, but will be regularly open. And there's a few more of those. As well as different Chinese associations. Probably taking the day off too. Keep walking here. Here in front of us is the start of our downielive. And across the street, that would be a community housing complex called McLean Park. And some local cyclists. Look at this stand of cherry trees over here, and it's snowing. It's cherry tree pedaling. That's such a thing. It's a beautiful little stand over here. We're now in Chinatown. Absolutely gorgeous here. I guess we get to look at it a little bit longer. We're at the intersection of Gore and Union Street. Looking for my backup battery right now. There it is. Here's that battery plug. There we go. And we'll just take a look back at those cherry trees. Absolutely gorgeous. That's one of the things you should come out to Vancouver for, especially this time of year. Across the street. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, wow. 2 clicks and we're back now. I'll just grab a seat right on over here. Chill out. So anyways, folks, thanks for coming out today. And just remember to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good day.